Yeah, obviously glad to be back home. It was a long trip to the Bahamas. Had a lot of tough games there. Was proud of the effort. Our guys bounced back for the last game, and our reward is getting to come back and play Davidson, who's a very good team. And so our tough schedule continues, and hopefully we'll play well tonight. We know Davidson's a very good basketball team, and they've been playing well for the last several years at a high level. So we know we got our work cut out for us, and hopefully our guys are ready to go. We played a lot of really good teams. We had the one bad game against Michigan, but other than that, I thought we competed really well. Syracuse won the whole thing. We had to open with them, and we battled Washington to the end. So overall, I felt like we learned a lot about ourselves, and hopefully we can continue to grow as a team. Well, we're excited, obviously, to get back home and play a game. Anytime you've been on the road like that, but it's to be able to come back and play Davidson, it won't be hard to get up for them because they're a very good team. And the challenge for us is just to continue to grow and get better as a team. We're still in the process. You look at some of the teams we played and guys that have been coaching for 40 years, like a Jim Boeheim and a guy like tomorrow night, Bob McKillop has had his system in place now for over 20 years, and so we're at the beginning stages of that process. So it's a work in progress every day. We're still trying to figure out who we are, what our lineups can be, and so the main thing I'm challenging our guys is just to continue to grow and get better every game, and I really do feel like we've done that. Obviously, it hasn't showed up in wins and losses to this point, but ultimately our goal is to get ourselves ready to play for Conference USA, and this schedule, as rough as it is and tough as it is, will certainly hopefully get us ready for that. I think just, I think there's so many different styles of play at this level. It's been good. We played a lot of different teams, played against zones and man and different styles. And, at the pro level, to a certain extent, most teams play a lot in similar fashion. College, you get a lot of different looks and a lot of different styles that you play against. And so that's been interesting, thing that I've learned the first 6 games.
Winning games obviously is the reward, but you learn something with every game you play. What did you learn about your guys in the way that they were competing and their resiliency?
Well, I think that's the key word. I learned that we do have a lot of resiliency with our guys. Obviously when you get beat as bad as we did against Michigan, the easy thing is for guys to kind of, get their heads down, but we bounced right back the next night and really had a chance to win against Washington. We played really well. We played really hard. We got to continue to grow as a young team to make fewer mistakes. But I thought defensively it was one of our better efforts, and that's an area we got to continue to grow in as well.
What have the folks told you about the rivalry between Davidson and Charlotte?
Well, the only thing I know is the Charlotte folks would really like to beat Davidson. That's the thing I hear all the time, and this is my first year in it. Obviously, we know Davidson's a very good team, and we got our work cut out for us. But we're going to go out and play hard and get after it and see what we can do tomorrow night. Joseph's been big. He really emerged. He's one guy that kind of emerged over the weekend, playing the 3 games. He's a presence, a physical presence inside that we didn't have, and he rebounds the ball really well. And so it was a nice surprise. I was glad to see him play well, and hopefully he can continue to play well, and we can keep adding guys to the mix. Well, I think they've all gotten better. I thought John Davis grew a lot over this tournament. He played some of his best basketball. Andrian's been consistently getting better. Curran Scott's getting better. When they're young players like that, unfortunately the consistency factor's not there like you would like it to be, but every day they're growing, they're learning. The only way you do that's being out there on the court. And when you're young and you're new, you got to go through the process and go through the wars. And they're getting to play against really good competition right now, and it's challenging them. It's going to help them in the long run. Well, I think obviously they've had a lot of success, and they have a way that they've gone about it. I think obviously any time you build a system, you have to find the right kind of players that fit that system, and they've done a really good job of that. We're, like I said, in the beginning stages of that for us. We're out trying to find the right guys that are going to fit what we want to do and build here, and that's just going to be a year-to-year continue to grow and add pieces to the puzzle. Well, they got really good guards, obviously, and they shoot the ball really well. That's how they play. It starts kind of with their 3-headed monster, of Gibbs and Sullivan and Aldridge. You know, those guys are very good players. They're veteran players also, and they're extremely good at what they do. They shoot the ball, they spread the floor, and you got to be able to guard.